kind of like a funeral to me for these people.
Saying goodbye is sacred.
You know, it's a very solemn event,
What brings this group together is not.
so it's good to let them go. Oh, I think I can get a hold of it.
Even just hours before,
You know, it's heavier.
Judy Kressler still held
Let
on.
me just figure, oh, you just lift it.
The funeral home that gave Judy these ashes told her they were her father.
This is the cremains, the mixed cremains of different people. We don't know who they are. They're not my father.
Her father, Harold Kressler. The FBI told her the funeral home, Sunset Mesa, sold his body.
And that just shows my dad. He was always happy and laughing, and he was jovial.
Just like they sold hundreds of others as part of the lucrative trade of human remains.
What the FBI told me was that his body was sold to Global Anatomy Project in Saudi Arabia as a whole body.
The funeral home owners are now in prison, leaving victims' bags filled with a haphazard mix of unidentified
Because
remains.
it goes against nature. It goes against what's right.
Judy wants to bring these ashes the dignity her dad never got.
We are going to Delta, Colorado to scatter the ashes of these mystery people that we all have, that we don't know who they are. It's the right thing to do. It's a respectful thing to do.
She's not alone.
Unbelievable.
Other victims of the Sunset Mesa Funeral Home have the wrong remains too.
It's still
The
surreal.
ones Debbie Schultz
It's
brought
still surreal.
are still sealed in evidence bags.
I must be making this up. This is so ridiculous. But here are the rest of you. We were going to have a disco party once they were arrested.
Dark humor gives pockets of light to this horror.
This really happened. Because doesn't it seem like that
Yeah.
sometimes? Like,
You wake up in the morning like, did that really happen?
I must be exaggerating this or something. This can't be.
These are the only people who get it. The only people who understand
It's a
the
plastic
unimaginable.
company. My dad was turned into a plastic display, basically.
Oh, yeah.
They're not just ashes, they're people. Real people that had lives and hopes and dreams and memories and love and were loved, and I just think they deserve better than what they got.
The evil won't go away. But today, respect still has a chance.
They deserve peace too, and I think that the river is about the most peaceful place that I can think of.
Debbie and Judy won't ever get to say goodbye to their loved ones the way they wanted.
Why Harold, not Harold?
Yeah, not Harold.
But together, they honor people they'll never know.
The people that are in these ashes, I hope some measure of peace is finally coming for them.
I just feel like I did right by these people. They don't belong in that box. They belong here with nature, and that's where they are forever.
Now, hundreds more families are finding themselves in this same situation. They believe a disgraced funeral home in southern Colorado gave them fake ashes in recent years. Next week, we'll look into the regulations here in Colorado that victims believe allow this to keep happening. That's what they want to see changed.
There's so many unbelievable layers to this, but the fact that people felt an emotional responsibility to do right by an anonymous person's ashes given to them mixed with trash, it's just astonishing.
In this story that has so few examples of respect, this is one that they wanted to make sure happened. I think Mike did a great job of capturing what was really a sacred moment as part of this spreading that they had.
I'm glad you're continuing this conversation too about the legality around all of this, because we have this other, funeral home and all the things that happened with their bodies there. Seems like there's some regulation needed here.
And that's what we'll be talking about next week. That's something that a lot of these folks really want to push forward, and lawmakers are behind them too.
All right. Cole, thank you.